prominent man Joseph Tittel has been working as a medium for over 15 years. He uses his unique gift to connect people with those who have passed on. The messages he receives from the dead are deeply compelling, occasionally humorous, and as you are about to see, often startling.
Yes.
Psychic Joseph Tittel was called to a modest home in suburban Pennsylvania by a group of family and friends. On this night, Tittel will speak to the dead and will share those messages with loved ones eager to hear from those they sadly miss.
Big validation process from them to you today to validate for you that there is another side where they all go, heaven or whatever you would like to refer to it as, and let you know that they're still a big part of your life. So they'll bring up things that happened before they passed and even after they passed, just as a validation to let you know that they see these things and that they are still a part of your life.
Before Joseph arrived, we asked the group what expectations they had for the evening.
My dad passed 8 years ago, and I wanted to see how he's doing. I've seen other people on shows like this, like where they talk to the dead and like that. I just want to experience life.
Who would have had the cancer in the stomach area? Colon cancer, something in one spot that spread throughout the body. This went up into the lungs too. So I'm getting up into the lungs. This is again another father energy that's pushing through for me. And he's very dad to me, very much dad to me. So I have to acknowledge him as dad. When they give me this is usually dad to me. Yeah. They all have their own little ways of showing me who they are. Like now, there's also a big apology, a long overdue apology from him to you. This is for multiple things and he's not going to go through the whole thing. But what you need to know is that he's very happy where you are in your life, and sorry that he didn't get to tell you this. Sorry that I didn't get to embrace this, embrace you. He never was the person to give you a hug and say, I love you. So this is what he wants to do today. He wants to give you his spirit hug. What is significant with bears?
Oh my God. It's a long story about Cody.
You can tell them later. But I get a giggle with this too, so there's a little bit of a giggle, but he showed me the bears, and this is one of them things, and you may be slightly on the skeptical side because he wants to make sure you get this also.
I get the bears.
Okay. You have a sister also?
Yes.
Okay. Is there 2 grandbabies to your dad?
Yes.
Okay, because he talks about the 2 grandbabies and wants me to acknowledge the 2 grandbabibies. Now, also, your sister had a miscarry because I feel like there's a baby on the other side, or mom did. He's showing me the baby on the other side. I can't tell, I can't see whether it's a boy or girl. I get a feeling of a female energy, but I can't really tell. When they show me a baby, sometimes I just can't tell. But I feel like it's a female energy that he shows me. So you have a sister that I have to acknowledge on the other side. And mom needs to know this because she still, every once in a while, mourns over it. And worries whether or not, you know, it's her fault, whatever the deal is, it was meant to be. Everything is meant to be. Who's Gary? G. Gary, Greg, George. And I can still be with you at the same time. Gary, Greg, or George, or all 3? George. I'm George. George is on the other side.
Quite a few of them.
Okay. Well, one of my connections is telling me I'm George. So I have to acknowledge I'm connecting with a George now that's coming through with Dad at his side. So I have 2 people coming through with Dad, and if he's at his side, this would be a brother of Dad's.
Yes.
That he comes through together with.
Yes.
Now, what is significant with the amputation of a toe?
My mother.
Okay. Just 1 and then 2?
No, just 1.
Okay. She needs to be careful.
Yes.
Now, she's diabetic.
Yes.
Okay. She needs to be careful of this. You know, she sneaks chocolates. She keeps them right next to the chair where she sits. So she's eating sweets that she's not supposed to eat. There's also a Reese peanut butter cup thing that I have to bring up with her.
She loves those.
Okay. And most likely she probably had them within the past week, and she keeps them in the refrigerator, hidden in the back where you can't find them. I just ratted her out. Again, his whole connection is more of an apology to you. And it's all because of his inability to basically hug you and say, I love you. And you're the baby.
Yes.
Because he keeps calling you the baby. And he says, I know you hate being called the baby.
Oh, yes.
But you are the baby, so get over it. He's a smart aleck. So,
yes.
He's very proud of you. and you're going through a tough time in life, and this will pass very shortly.
I had an open mind, but I was skeptical. But when he told me things that only that man would have known, I'm more of a believer, especially when he hit on the diabetes also with my mother. That was a little scary. A lot scary.
Joseph Tittel is the author of Messages from the Other Side, a personal journey through the psychic experiences that shape a remarkable life. To learn more, visit josephtittel.com.